Squash has made it finally to the Olympic Games in Los Angeles 2028. This is great news for the game lovers and increasing the popularity of the game. However, have we ever thought of the relationship between squash courts design and facade engineering? Probably not, so let's have a look. Standard glass court dimensions are 9.75 meters length, 6.4 meters in width, and 5.64 meters high. Back in the past, squash courts were all made out of brick or block work and a viewing platform from another higher level above, like a balcony. An example of this goes as old as the Titanic ship, which had a squash court on board. With the increase of popularity of the game and the need for more viewers, the usage of glass has started to appear. Glass is a beautiful, versatile material, and it will offer a full viewing of the squash games. However, when we talk about glass design, we must emphasize on safety, performance, and aesthetics. From then, squash courts have evolved into architectural marvels, with glass playing a central role in modern designs. But how does glass contribute to the performance, safety, and even spectator experience? Let's dive deeper into the design details that make these courts stand out. So glass used in squash courts is called fully tempered glass. Fully tempered glass is a heat-treated glass, making it about 4 or 5 times stronger than annealed regular glass. By design, when broken, tempered glass disintegrates into small pieces. It is much less likely to do harm. But how is it actually made? Tempering involves heating the glass to a very high temperature and then rapidly cooling it. And this creates internal stress distribution within the particles of the glass themselves, similar to what is shown on the screen now. The surface compression is a result of tempering process, which strengthens the glass by creating compression forces on both surfaces, this side and on the other side, while maintaining the core under tension. But how? The glass is treated in a tempering furnace to a temperature between 600 to 700 degrees. At this temperature, the glass becomes softer, allowing stress redistribution. Then we give it a shock of rapid cooling, which we call quenching. The glass is quickly cooled using high pressure air jets directed to its surface. The rapid cooling causes the surface to solidify and contract faster than the core in the middle itself. The surface is left in a state of compression while the core is left in the state of tension. This combination significantly increases the strength of the glass. With squash courts, the level of compression is actually much higher than other tempered glass. This is achieved by the cooling rate or the quenching rate, which happens very, very quickly, and the glass thickness itself and the furnace settings. Discussing numbers, the surface compression for tempered glass typically ranges between 69 MPa to 120 MPa. For squash courts, the compression is usually at the higher end of this range to withstand the high impacts from balls and players' collisions. That high surface compression ensures the glass can withstand repeated impacts from squash rackets, like what's shown here in this video, repeated impacts from balls traveling with a very high speed up to 280 kilometers per hour, and player collisions, which ranges between 1 to 3 kilonewtons. For a running player, this is similar to about 100 to 300 kilogram force onto glass, and it has to withstand that without breaking. Several impact resisting testing using a pendulum impact test to simulate collision forces have to be conducted on the glass, and there are several known codes and standards for that. Generally, glass thicknesses of squash courts go between 10 to 12 millimeter thick, sometimes 15. This will depend on the vertical and the horizontal primary elements supporting the glass, and maybe the presence of holes within the glass itself and the stress concentrations around those holes. Factors of safety between 3 to 4 times impact loading must also be considered to ensure the player's safety. On the other hand, glass in squash courts are polished at the edges in order to reduce the risk of cracks and the glass breakage. And the glass generally in squash courts have very low reflectivity for full viewing experience and easy visibility for spectators. In modern courts, glass side walls have printed ceramic frit on it, and it's like dots, and they are superimposed white over black. So the black dots will face the spectators outside and doesn't reflect light, while the white reflects light inside the court. This way, the players will not be distracted by spectators from outside, and yet spectators can still watch the game with good visibility. Finally, glass design plays a pivotal role in making squash more engaging and accessible. Next time you watch a game, you will appreciate the technology and facade engineering that go into those crystal clear courts. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.